Hello, beautiful. Welcome to Stepping into the Light with Julia Treat. That's me, your host. I so appreciate you stopping by, whether you have been a listener for a long time or just getting started here with my podcast. Thank you so much for popping in, and I am grateful for you taking the time to listen to my words. I truly do live my life to help others. I think about it constantly. What can I say today? What can I do today? Or how can I turn this into a lesson for others? Things that I go through myself. And so I wanted to talk today about how we start the day off in an abundance mindset. Because there's a few things that we can do. Some really cool things that we can do to just start the day in the vibration of expecting amazing things. So one thing that I do, and actually this is the night before, is that I call in my angels and they bring this beautiful basket and I put everything into this basket that I need to let go of or want to let go of for the night, as I sleep, because we really do need our sleep. And if we have things on our mind as we're falling to sleep that we either need to do, that we're worried about, that we can't find the answer to or the solution to, or we feel like we keep hitting our head against the wall, like anything, right? It's so important that we release that before we lay our head down to sleep. Yes, I do encourage praying as well if that's in your repertoire before bed. But praying for help and guidance isn't enough, because if we're still hanging on to the stuff while we're saying our prayer, please help us, bring me the solutions, bring me the money, bring me the doctor that can help me, or the cure, or the job, whatever, then we're going to bed with all of that still within us. And we really can block all of the magic if we're going to bed with all that bullshit swarming in our head. So the night before, and I actually, if you hop on my website, if you haven't yet, if you do, submit your email, then I have a gift. It's a morning and evening meditation. And these are meditations similar to what I do every morning and every night. And I tell people, they're like, oh, okay, well, I did this one night. And then, what do I do next? And I'm like, you do that every night and every morning. You listen to those two meditations for a while until you get into that flow of at night releasing everything, and in the morning sending your team out in front of you and expecting massive, amazing stuff showing up. So, number one, get rid of your worries, concerns, and all of that the night before. Give it to your team. Give it to your angels, however you want to imagine them coming to get it from you. And then you're sending it with them, and you're asking for them to bring the solutions, the perfect solutions. Now, keep in mind, a solution might not show up the next morning. It might be a day, a week, a month, a year. But just know, as you're giving those issues, those burdens away, they are working on solutions. But our ego will say, I need it right now, damn it. I need to know right now what to do. I want to wake up, have this amount of money in my bank account, like whatever. We all play that game. So, as we give away everything at night, all our burdens and concerns and worries, then we sleep. Most people sleep better. Then when you wake up in the morning, you wake up in however you can, whether it's with an alarm or on your own, and you wake up, and the first thing that you do is you just take a few deep breaths and you say, thank you, God, for this fabulous day. Thank you, God, for one more amazing, beautiful day. Whether you feel like your days have been miserable or beautiful or somewhere in between, you wake up and you continue to say, thank you for this beautiful and amazing day. Let's go create some magic. So I do that. I am grateful for the day. I say, God, let's go create some magic today. And I say things like, I can't wait to see what happens today. And I do it with a smile on my face. And this is just waking up. We don't always feel like smiling yet. I smile because I want, as we do that outer smile, you can kind of feel it, that inner smile. And I'm stepping into that space of expecting amazing things. I can't wait to see what happens today, God. So then I take a few breaths as I get up and I stretch and I just begin to kind of run through my mind things that I'm grateful for. Some people like to journal things. I'm just like running through my mind what I'm grateful for. Whether it's people, experiences, things. I've even been known to say I'm grateful for toilet paper. Hell yes, I am. I don't think life would be the same without it. So whatever you're grateful for, and then I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm still thinking of all the things that I'm grateful for. And I think of the things that bring joy to me. I think of my little dogs running around, how much they make me laugh. I think about hugging my grandson Jace and how just hugging that little baby is so darn special. I think about the love I hold for Michael. I think about all of the healing that I've done and how I love myself now. And I'll look in the mirror as I'm, brushing my teeth and then brushing my hair and getting ready to start my way to my coffee machine or my coffee maker. And I just continue with this sense of accomplishment, of saying, look how far you've come. Julia, you are like a warrior. Like I start this amazing ritual, these affirmations of saying, you are fucking amazing. Doesn't matter what comes your way, you always, always make it to the other side. So this is how I start my day. And I'm, you can feel the energy amping up as you're doing this. And if you have children, oh my gosh, it would be really cool if you sat around at the breakfast table and you began, maybe you took turns, go around a circle and everybody just names things that they're grateful for and you just keep going. Just keep going. Be a fun game to start playing. And then maybe go around in the circle and begin saying the affirmations like I am, and they have to name something really, they have to finish that sentence and then go to the next person because whether you're saying it or you're hearing your sister or brother or mom or dad say it, you're feeling it within. And it's like you're pumping each other up. And if you're alone, you just do it on your own. So then sometimes one of my favorite things to do is I said make my way to my coffee maker, but actually that's not true. I make something called toddy coffee. I use a toddy maker. It's TODDY. You could find them on Amazon, but it is a cold brew coffee, so it filters out a lot of the acid. I love it because then what happens is I store it in the fridge, and then I use a little shot, use a shot or a little couple double shots in a coffee cup, and then I add water because it is very concentrated. Then I heat it up in a pan, and if I want hot coffee, and then I make my coffee in the morning. If I want iced coffee, it's already cold, and I just add some usually coconut milk and maybe some. I think they're called nutty pods. Let's get on Amazon. There's these little nutty pods. It's almond milk. I think it's flavored like vanilla. Anywho, I get my coffee. I've already done all these positive things, already setting my vibe on high. So then I make my way out my backyard and I go up to the river behind my house and I just sip my coffee while I listen to that beautiful river flowing by. Sometimes there's ducks there, sometimes there's geese, sometimes bunnies and squirrels, and sometimes an eagle flies over. Sometimes there's nothing. I just take deep breaths and I just really show gratitude that I have this beautiful space, Mother Earth filling me up. I feel my feet on the ground. And then I'm ready to start my day. That, my friend, is enough to start shifting you into an abundance mindset. Abundance being money, health, opportunities, friends, love. Abundance is abundance. It's everything. But just starting your day and saying, God, thank you for this day. Let's go create some magic. I can't wait to see what happens. This is going to be cool. Like you get it. I mean, you can feel it probably. I get goosebumps on my arms just saying it that way. So, an abundance mindset. It's a heck of a way to start the day. I think that it would be super beneficial for you all to get started with that if you don't already have your own abundance ritual. And I am actually going to take. Oh, by the way, I'm looking for something that I want to talk about here on online, but a message I received. I want to just say this too. When the whole thing with creating the abundance mindset is that it is so important, even as things. So you have things show up or happen that, wait a minute, I didn't see this one coming. Like me, my car breaking down or something like that. Seriously, if you can turn it into, oh my God, I can't wait to see what happens next because you must be getting my dream car ready for me. Like, yes, I've been wanting a new car. And so now you've just taken it to the next level to where you're showing me that we're shifting into the new car instead of the mindset of, oh my God, why did this happen to me? Some of the worst phrases you can use, by the way, are it's always something, or something always happens to me, or I'm trying to think of some other ones. It's been so long since and believe me, I've used them. But watching your thoughts, watching your words, turning it into the beautiful and expecting amazingness. That is an abundance mindset. Okay, so that, my friend, is today's podcast. I am going to take a moment to talk about a little munchkin in my area, a little baby who is needing some help. And the reason I am doing this is because I was thinking the other day, I heard about this family. Their little baby was born with, I'm trying to find what it's called. So he was born with something called Pierre-Robin syndrome. And when I read that, I remember I saw a little girl when I was doing speech pathology full time. I saw a little girl who had that, and she had been through so much. Pierre Robinson's. Hang on, I'm going to actually. So if you have a moment, you want to hear me out on this, and then I'd appreciate it. If not, if you gotta go, that's cool. But I want to tell you about this little boy and how perhaps you could help, even, yeah, how you could help him. So it's a congenital condition of facial abnormalities. Let's see. Hang on one second. I apologize. I should have had this pulled up already. So it is not known how this abnormality occurs in infants. But one theory is that at sometime during the stage of the formation of the bones of the fetus, the tip of the jaw, which is the mandible, becomes stuck in the point where each of the collarbones or clavicle meet. There's more to that, but I'm going to go on. The syndrome is generally diagnosed clinically shortly after birth. The infant usually has respiratory difficulty, especially when supine. The cleft palate is often U-shaped and wider than in cleft palate that is not associated with this syndrome. So they do focus on breathing and feeding. They can be huge issues, and optimizing growth and nutrition. Let's see. So you get my drift. But they have major and many and major surgeries to go through because they begin to try to fix the bones. And so it's a baby going through this. So here's why I brought this up. Number one, it's a friend of the family. It's a friend of one of Michael's daughters. And the baby is in a hospital 2.5 hours away from where they are from, which is our area. They're actually in, I think, Philadelphia area. So they are struggling, of course. They do not have like proper transportation, and mommy and baby really need to be together. So for them to be together, of course, they need donations. They need people to help so that mom can spend time with the baby. And we all know how important that is anyway, that a baby and mommy, get to bond and be together while he's going through all of this. So they are on there's a fundraiser on Facebook. That is the one that I was given the link. They are trying to raise $10,000. They have only raised $640. And when Christine, Michael's daughter, reached out and said, I don't know if you would do this, but I know you have a big following. Would you, any way you would mention this baby? And I said, of course I will. And here's the reason. I always think, like this family needs $10,000. And I know, I get it. A lot of you even listening could use some help. I know that. But one way to stay in this flow of abundance, is that when we donate, whether it's $1 or $5 or $100 or $1,000, that we always thank universe for us having the ability to share our wealth with others. Now, who cares if you're 20 grand in debt, but you're still saying, thank you for giving me this ability to share my wealth. Wealth can be $5, it can be $5,000. It could be 5 million. Wealth is wealth. But I was thinking, I have almost 2,000 downloads a day on my podcast, usually, like on a normal day. And I was like, if everybody just donated $5, just $5, one time to this family, they would reach their $10,000. And mommy could be with that baby, and she would never have to worry that she would have to come back home and go to work while he's getting surgeries there alone. So I am reaching out to you, and I am asking you that if you feel led or guided to, that you would donate to this beautiful family. I love doing this type of thing. I'm glad that I have the platform to announce this. And I am going to give you... So here's what the fundraiser is. I'm going to put the link in the podcast because I don't know how else to get this to you. This fundraiser is for, here's mommy's name, Lisa, Lisa, Lisa Jankowski, Jan as in Nancy, Kowski, Lisa Jankowski. Her little boy's name is Vinny. And I'm looking at a picture right now with mommy and little Vinny with all the tubes hooked up, and and Lisa is just, well, I don't know if Lisa's grandma or mom, so I apologize that I don't know this. This might be grandmother's page. Anywho, Vinny's the baby. It's all going to Vinny and her mom and his mama. I will put the link in the podcast description so that you can have the link there. Again, if you need to find it, it's Lisa Jankowski. That is the fundraiser on Facebook. That's the only link I have, so that's all I will be able to give you. If you feel that, I don't care if it's $1. And here's another thing I think would be pretty cool. I was thinking about this. If you did donate, whether it's anonymous or not, if you're able to, I don't know if they have this on there, but even donating and just saying something like, I see thousands of angels surrounding your baby now. Like something where we're all sending angels to them and say, a message about the angels and this baby. I think that would be just the coolest thing ever. So if you do decide to hop in and donate, even $1, like if everybody donated $1, that's $2,000. So just anything you can, let's help Vinny and send a message about the angels. I think that would be just amazing. All right, I'll have the link in the podcast description. Again, I am grateful for you listening today, and I can't wait to talk to you again tomorrow. God bless.